Right word, a forgotten chapter of Partition, genocide of HindusSikhs in Alibeg prison. This is one of the most shocking incidents that took place during the partition of India. Even more shocking is the fact that we have conveniently forgotten it, and so has the world. This is the story of the brutal killing of nearly 5,000 innocent Hindus and Sikhs in Alibeg prison between 1947 and 1948. Alibeg prison is located in Mirpur, a city which is currently part of Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The city, which had a predominantly Hindu and Sikh population, was attacked by Muslim tribesmen and the Pakistani army on November 25, 1947, when more than 18,000 Hindus and Sikhs were slaughtered in a single day. Around 5,000 Hindus and Sikhs were taken to Alibeg prison. Before that, around 10,000 of them were slaughtered during their march to this prison. K.R. Sudhakar Rao has shared some gory details of the genocide that took place at Alibeg prison in Whispers of the Unknown Kashmir Files, pages 24-27. Alibeg was just 2 miles from the Pakistani border. A Sikh Gurdwara was converted into a prison, and 5,000 people were imprisoned there. The Pakistani army turned it into a slaughterhouse. For the first 20 days, 50 to 100 people were taken out of the Gurdwara every night and shot dead. By the end of December, around 2,000 people had been massacred. Another 1,000 people, the very young and the very old, died of disease, anxiety, and fear. In January 1948, the International Red Cross arrived at Alibeg prison, and the pathetic conditions and brutalities inflicted on Hindus and Sikhs came to light. According to Rao, Sardar Lal Singh Kakar of Mirpur, along with some others, went to meet Mahatma Gandhi about the heartbreaking conditions of Hindu and Sikh refugees in Alibeg prison. It was January 27, 1948. They asked Gandhiji to save the Hindus of Alibeg. He replied that there was snowfall there, so the army could not go. But the locals told Gandhi that there was no snowfall in Mirpur. Gandhi and Nehru did not utter a single word. They returned, feeling as though they had interacted with a rock or a stone. After that, they wanted to meet Gandhi again and appeal to him to save the Hindus of Alibeg. In the meantime, Gandhi was assassinated by Bal K. Gupta, who was imprisoned as a 10-year-old in Alibeg prison until his rescue in March 1948. Documented what happened there in his memoirs, probably the only first-hand account of the events in Alibeg prison. Gupta recorded, "It took the Red Cross a day to count us. They packed everyone into 60 trucks and brought them to Jammu." Hindus and Sikhs, fearing they would miss the buses, did not care for food but stood in queues. Finally, on March 18, 1948, 1,600 Hindus and Sikhs were brought to the railway station called Sarai Alamgir. They stuffed them in coaches and brought them to Jammu. We had no food, no water, no lights in the compartments. They put another 150 people from the Daishal camp on the same train. One of them was Krishna Mehta. She later became MP from Jammu and Kashmir. The journey back to India wasn't easy, even after being rescued from the hell-named Alibeg prison. Gupta recalled the train journey of the Hindus and Sikhs who had survived. A few hours later, a mob of Muslims attacked the women who had come from Daishal camp. They tried to kidnap the women. But when the women screamed loudly, the police and other men ran to save them. No one could sleep that night. The next day, the train left at 5 a.m. and reached Lahore by noon. In Lahore, Muslim fanatics had already massacred many Hindu refugees in train coaches. That day too, armed thugs gathered to attack them, but they could not get inside. That day the train stopped in Lahore all day. There was no way to get off the coach, even to drink water. The Pakistani authorities did not make any arrangements. We somehow managed to save our breath with the only hope that we would reach India by dawn. Finally, on the evening of March 19th, the train moved. At around 5 p.m., we crossed the Wagah border. As soon as we reached Atari Indian territory, Hindus and Sikhs kissed the ground beneath their feet. The Sikhs in Atari prepared food for the refugees. That was the last train from Pakistan, he added. Swipe left for next video. Rao summarized this blood-soaked chapter of our forgotten history aptly. The world is still discussing Auschwitz, Cambodia, Serbia, and Srebrenica. Why doesn't anyone remember Alibeg? Because we ourselves have forgotten Alibeg. How will the world remember if we ourselves forget it? The writer is an author and columnist. His X handle is arunadliv. Views expressed in the above piece are personal and solely those of the author. They do not necessarily reflect